All right, guys, what's going on? Hope you're doing good. Um, y'all stay safe out there. I guess some bad storms are coming, so I'm waiting for a bunch of snow. Is what I'm waiting on. And by the way, my throat's still froggy, so bear with me. Um, so as I'm doing some research, uh, about the people associated with Dawn and Candace, I found something very interesting. And all I can think of is, those poor kids up on Ben Hill Road. Not only the kids that belong to Dawn and Candace, but the children that belong to Jody Sue too. Because what I found out is not only um, as parents were Dawn and Candace, allegedly doing drugs. Well, as a parent, allegedly Jody Sue was doing drugs. So that's why I named my video, the poor children of Beach Creek, or the poor children of Ben Hill Road. Um, I got to thinking about it. Everybody's like, giving Dawn and Candace a hard time about having drugs around their children, and I got to thinking about it. Well, where did some of those allegedly come from? Matter of fact, hold on just a second. Let me show you a picture of some charges here. Some of them got dismissed, but I'm pretty sure they just dismissed them if Jody Sue said, she worked out a plea deal. But let me show you some charges here on Jody Sue. And I think you've already seen these guys, but, old Don B wants to put his take on it. All right, there you go. So, I mean, you've got Jody Sue, you know, talking about Dawn and Candace, and the drug use and all that and stuff. Um, Lord, she started harping on that first thing on YouTube. A whole bunch. She. But according to this, you know, and all these charges, 2009 is a violation date. So wouldn't that be? Yeah, Damien. Yeah, she would have. Damien would have been around then. She would at least had Damien. So you've got a child, Damien, and you get charged for Schedule 2 drugs, manufacturing, delivering, selling, possession. Of course, that got dismissed. Possession of unlawful drug paraphernalia, attempt. Pleaded to that one. Failing to keep drug records. Pleaded guilty to that. Simple possession, casual exchange, times 2. Pleaded guilty to that. Here's a dangerous one. Possession of a firearm, intent to go armed, dangerous felony. And of course, that was dismissed, probably because plea deal. You got kids, man. You've got kids. Drugs and weapons, and you've got kids. And of course, last one, violation of probation. Guilty plea is charged. So, Don B's take on it is, Jody Sue can sit over and, talk about Dawn and Candace. But let's not forget, Jody Sue said that allegedly Andy was taking drugs over there for little girls to be touched, right? And that probably wasn't too long before Summer got gone. This stuff is from 2009. So you probably got stuff Andy allegedly, per Jody Sue, was taken over there maybe in 2020, 2021. So as I'm looking at these charges on Jody Sue, and again, Damien probably would have been born and, would have been a child of hers by then. Not getting Parent of the Year award with shit like it's going on, Jody Sue. Let's see. Now back to, Jody Sue saying that drugs were being taken over there to Dawn and Candace's allegedly so little girls could be touched. I got to thinking about that. So Jody Sue, after doing my research, I got to thinking, who were the people over there touching those little girls that you had in mind? I mean, you said they were being taken over there for possibly little girls to be touched. What makes you say that? Who were the people touching the little girls? You've got obviously Dawn and Candace that live over there. And then you had people visiting over there. Obviously, you said, Andy was allegedly taking stuff over there. So that puts Andy over there. I mean, I'm just wondering, Could Andy have been one of them? Right? Could Andy have been one of them? And then, Lord, you've got all them others going over there. I've heard numerous names going over there. You got that, and you had that one guy, Lil Wayne Morlock. Pretty bad character. I mean, how many people over there, Jody Sue? See, I think you know more than you're saying. And for you to put Andy on the spot like that, it didn't occur to me until I was, really thinking about it. And I thought, well, who are you thinking about, Jody Sue? About going over and touching little girls? Surely God, Andy wasn't one of them. And how many people, for you to say that, I'm sure you've got suspicions on maybe who you think was going over there and touching little girls, or else you wouldn't say something like that. Right? And my point here is, I don't think you're as innocent as you're making yourself seem on YouTube. Do you have a lot of guilt there, Jody Sue? Do you have no guilt? What really goes on in that whacked out head of yours? I mean, I've even heard, accusations that, let's see here, simple possession, casual exchange. Well, let's speak about casual exchange. I guess that would be handing scheduled drugs off from one person to another, wouldn't it? Well, I've heard allegedly not only was Andy taking stuff over there, but you were possibly taking cancer drugs to Candace. Maybe pain meds that they were giving you for your cancer. Casual exchange. Could be a possibility. And I'm not saying you did. I'm just saying it's a possibility. But, yeah, I've definitely heard people allegedly say that Jody Sue was taking, pain meds maybe for cancer and other stuff over there to Candace. So is it that, was Jody Sue helping Candace out? And was Andy helping Dawn out? But again, at the end of the day, guys, you've got all these drugs up on Ben Hill Road. Two children, well, before one went in the military, had two children at Jody Sue's, at one, across the street from Summer's house. And then you had 4 children over at Dawn and Candace's. The poor children on Ben Hill Road, and all the stuff, the bad stuff. Because I'm sure Jody Sue's kids had to. I'm pretty sure they allegedly witnessed some bad stuff too on their end when it possibly comes to drugs and other activities. So, yeah, the poor children of Ben Hill Road, what they had to witness and go through. And I'm just here to say that, in my opinion, I think you helped contribute, Jody Sue, in my opinion. I mean, here you are, allegedly, you and Andy doing all this stuff, and then Summer gets gone. Are you dealing with some guilt there? If you guys ain't involved? And if you are involved, because as far as I know, ain't nobody been cleared. Ain't nobody officially been cleared. But if you are involved, smoke and mirrors, deflection, talking out of your mind about this and that. Yeah. Need to worry about what's going on in your own house before you start getting on YouTube and talking about other YouTubers and, what goes on their channels. Need to take care of your own kids and your own self and your own house and your own affairs before getting on here for 12 hours and condemning others. That's what Don B thinks. Anyway, guys, that's what I wanted to bring to you. Again, the poor children of Ben Hill Road. Not only Dawn and Candace's kids, but Jody Sue and Andy's. Summer and her brothers. Damien and his sister. The poor children of Ben Hill Road. Anyway, guys, I think you'll like this video. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments below. Again, yeah. You worry about what's going on in your own household and on your own channel and in your own backyard before you start condemning others. Right. I'll see y'all next video.